Today we start with the analysis of the book Erich Fromm, The Sane Society, published in London in 1956. Particularly the chapter called Can a Society Be Sick? The Pathology of Normalcy. Well, the question is put in these terms. When we look at the human condition, the human situation, we only try, in general, to solve his difficulties in life from the psychological point of view. We look at the capability of how much this person can adapt himself or herself to the society. So the society is viewed as functional, which means as long as it works, it is normal. Now, the problem when you have as a person or a group a problem with the society is that you can not adapt easily. So the problem is seen as in terms of adaptability. Now Erich Fromm makes a shift in this perspective. He changes it. He says, well, the problem is not exactly only about the ability of a man to adapt to a society, but it's the society which does not satisfy the needs of man. The society crushes his needs and his nature. So the nature of man. So the question is, if there is a sane society, there must be an insane society. If a sane society is possible, an insane society is also possible. But the point is that the insane society is the one we live in now. And to prove this, the first thing that Erich Fromm is trying to do is establish the characteristic of human nature. To do that, he starts from pointing out what man has in common with animals and what is makes the difference. Now the thing is, there is a nature of man and a nature outside the man. So the man is at the same time part of nature, but he's an outsider. In fact, the main difference with the animal is that the animal can survive in nature, a man cannot. Actually, it's the most defenseless being at his birth. He cannot. For a long time, he is not able to take care of himself, and even when he's an adult, he has to transform nature, dominate it, to fit to its needs. So human existence is a problem, it is a question, it's not a solved, okay? It cannot be lived as in passively, it must be taken fully in your hands. So in this perspective, our birth, it's not a one-time thing. It's not an event that happens when we come out of the womb of our mother. The birth of a man, it's a process that lasts all the life, that lasts all generations, that lasts all humanity lifespan. So man, it's the son of nature, but he's also the child of himself, his own child, because he has to build himself as a man. And now, in a sense, this understanding of life, of birth as a process that you're going through life, so that makes us think to Seneca. Seneca, who understands death as a process, So a certain time in life we start dying. We die every day, and when we give the last breath, this is only the drop that makes the thing, the water overflow. It's only the last event, but the death itself, it's a daily process. We die every day, and that should prepare us to the last moment. The other element that characterizes human nature is fear. So fear is any time we progress. Every time we progress, we're facing fear. On the other hand, every time we regress in the past, this is insanity. This is a nice, interesting concept. Point of view rise a lot of questions. For example, where do I go from here? What is my next step in my evolution? Is it only about me? I mean, as a human being, not as a me, Maurizio. Is it only about me? And it's not only about nature, it is about nature, it's about society. We then arrive to the question of human needs which depend on the condition of man existence. Okay? His needs depend on his existence. Man, and this is a quote from the book we are reading, The Insane Society. The quote is on page 28, and it is, "Man has to solve a problem. He can never rest in the given situation of a passive adaptation to nature." And further down, "The most powerful forces motivating man's behavior stem from the condition of his existence, the human situation." And then we're going to end the short video. We will make a series of videos on this book because it is very important, and it will introduce to sociology. The evolution of man consists in developing objectivity. Quote, "Although biologically the brain capacity of human race has remained the same for thousands of generations, it takes a long evolutionary process to arrive at objectivity. That is, to acquire the faculty to see the world, nature, other persons, and oneself as they are, and not distracted by desires and fears. The more man develops this objectivity, the more he is in touch with reality. The more he matures, the better can be created a human world in which he is at home. Reason is man's faculty for grasping the world by thought, in contradiction to intelligence, which is man's ability to manipulate the world with the help of thought. Manipulate the world." So this is at page 64. Reason is human, intelligence is animal. So this is briefly some first observations derived from these books. We will produce a series of videos going through the entire book, and then we will produce a conclusion in which we will make our own observations, and hopefully we will have much clearer idea about either Fromm's system, from theories, either our understanding of society, of ourselves in the society. Have a nice day.